One more.
Yeah, one more.
That the American government required an order for my great-grandparents and grandmother to come to the United States. It is an affidavit signed by a friend or my great-grandfather's in which he states he will be responsible for taking care of them. It lists his assets and talks about his job, so that the United States government would be satisfied that he had the money to take care of my grandmother's family. The remaining slides refer to my website, the All Generations website, and the website for the 44th Infantry Battle Battalion. Now we will look at the slides.
Yep.
I have received many books from people I have been in contact with. A Miss Gerda Weissman-Klein, a friend of my grandmother's, my grandma told me this summer that she had a book that I should read. So when we went to the bookstore and purchased this book, I immediately got into the book. It was about how she had to survive and how her husband, the liberator, then came and helped her get out of Germany. A Miss Elyse, a woman that I've come in contact with throughout my project, gave me a book about her true story throughout the Holocaust. And as I had mentioned, Miss Ruth Block, her friend, made a Holocaust survivor cookbook with over 100 stories of different friends and about the Holocaust story. Her goal is to sell 6 million copies. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the program.
Question? Yes?
In your studies, did you videotape your grandfather and the other survivors that you've spoken with, or did you handwrite?
Actually, in 5th grade, I started interviewing my grandfather, and I entered a contest, and I listened to him for hours just talking about his survival, and I never really recorded it.
I know the internet is really popular now, so is that one of the reasons why you decided to use the internet as kind of like a platform to share the stories, or why exactly did you choose a website to?
Well, also I can do this as I get older, and so this way I'm very into all that technology and stuff, but it was fun to do a website.
Have you spoken to students at your school?
Yeah, there are a few Jewish, I have a few Jewish friends at my school, and they've shared their stories, and my friends, my found friends.
What about the time you presented to your classroom?
Oh yeah, and then my teacher heard about my project, and she had me present it in front of my class, so they learned all about that.
Your class was reading what book? I honestly can't remember the name.
They poured fire in us from the sky.
Right.
This is about the genocide going on in Darfur and Rwanda.
How did your classmates react to your presentation?
They were definitely surprised in what really happened, because I know some people tell it differently. Because my dad found an article in the newspaper about how some priest was saying how the Holocaust never happened, and so they were definitely surprised. Yeah.
What did you find out that surprised you the most?
Basically, like, how many stories there were out there, and, like, the truth and details that the survivors had.
Thank you.
Okay, this is your chance.
Okay.
We're all teachers. We want to know from you, what can we do to make this topic more accessible to our students? What do you as teenagers need?
Well, I've always been very close with my grandfather. did a bunch of like seminars, and she had, so I'm sure they're like, grandchildren of survivors or people who were liberators or people who were in Darfur. And like when they shared it, they kind of got like more of a connection.
So I do your great, but I'm also curious how do teachers and counselors, how do you guys learn best? I mean, I think I know the answer, but it'd be good to hear from you. It sounds like you're saying that you like to relate, you like hands-on experience, you want like survivors in the classroom, stuff like that. Is that how you best learn?
For me, that's the best for me, but I know like some of my friends, some of them are a bunch of like readers and love to read, so they read once they see like one of these books and they get more interested in that. And then some of my friends, they like watching clips on it and videos online.
How many stories have you added to your website?
I've had a lot, and I think about 15 right now. And that's not with my grandparents' story. Probably the one I read about Gerda Weissman-Klein. I read that this summer, and I just found it very powerful in how she said it.
Elyse, have you been surprised by the response to your website outside of your immediate community?
Definitely, because I didn't know that my project was all over the United States. Because like it was put in J5 magazine that Jewish teens get, and so a bunch of other people besides people in North Carolina got it.
Can you talk about, I know there's a tracking device on the software where you can see all the different countries that people have touched your website. Can you share with us a few of those countries?
I know a few in Israel, I think in Russia, United States, Poland, Germany, all of that. Well, I know one person I met, he was saying how he wanted to create his own website and kind of work on this. And one of my best friends wants to do something about the genocide going on and a little bit more about the Holocaust.
You've had two, and there have been two students, one young lady from the Raleigh area, I believe, who was also a 7th grader, maybe an 8th grader, who was doing a research project for school and came upon Elyse's website, and they emailed each other back and forth with some information. So it's one of the things that we've done, a friend of ours is the person who's maintaining the website. Whenever we get a interesting link, we put those on the website. So if you go to her website and you go on the blog page on the left-hand side, you'll find some links. You'll find the link to the Holocaust Survivors Cookbook, which you can order online. And so there's lots of opportunities there. There's lots of information, that's really.
And just a side note to the book, I teach the book, the Gerda Weissman-Klein book.